The Battle of Viridian 3. There is no battle in Star Trek history that is perhaps more divisive than this. But
Enterprise.
Sensors are picking up energy variations.
Launch phases.
there are perhaps worse things, as you will discover as I speak. First, let's get the real world stuff out of the way. Star Trek: The Next Generation had just ended. Star Trek Generations.
Mighty is the Klingon Empire.
Consider the time frame. Of course, the time frame I'm referring to is 1995. DS9 Season 3 Voyager is entering pre-production in 1994. And the sets of TNG have an awful lot of room. Will you stop maneuvering so I can fire a torpedo into your face, please?
This is the challenge. Tell me where I can find an opponent worthy of my skills.
Anyway, the sets had to go to make room for the Defiant, the most overrated starship in history as far as I'm concerned. And of course, Voyager. Because those sets took up an awful lot of space, and, well, it's not like they could dismantle the points.
This is the challenge. Tell me where I can find an opponent worthy of my skills.
The D had to go. Enter the Battle of Viridian.
Target destroyed.
Like I said, enter the Battle of Viridian 3. Now, I'm gonna assume that a lot of you don't really know all that much about the battle outside of people mocking it and going,
Fight, you honorless dog!
that it was utter crap and the Enterprise D could have survived. Well, again, real world, I guess I told you that was really impossible. Because the engine just came to an end, the sets had to go. Ergo, the D had to be destroyed. But how did
This
you get rid
is
of the
the challenge. Tell me where I can find an
Obviously.
opponent worthy of my skills.
D had to be destroyed in battle? Duras sisters were picked for reasons. Anyway.
Mighty is the Klingon Empire.
The Battle of Viridian 3 is mocked due to one simple it may the fact that a lot of people just don't. Let's start with the obvious. The shield frequencies. Okay, let's be honest. An E-12 class bird of prey
Honorless
no
dog!
chance in hell, under normal circumstances, when the enemy against a galaxy-class starship. Even if you transfer all your power to forward shields, oh yeah, people keep forgetting that's a thing. That you can transfer aft shield power forward.
Fight,
Survive
you honorless
shots.
dog!
So, there's that. One. Second, the shield how they kept just penetrating the shields. There's actually two ways around this without making the Enterprise D crew look particularly incompetent. Because, let's be fair, they're not. Competence
Is the Klingon
Well,
Empire.
if they were in the Star Wars Imperial Navy, they'd serve on the Executor. And they'd kind of making a mockery of everyone else in terms of competence. So how do they keep getting the shield frames?
Fight,
Well,
you honorless
my
dog!
preferred solution is they hit the deflector dish, which is a key part of the shield grid. It helps reinforce the forward shields. And if the deflector takes too much damage, well, they can't remodulate the shields. And where did those first two torpedoes hit? Relatively close to the deflector dish.
Mighty is the Klingon Empire.
Red alert, shields up.
I might as well continue fighting against the bird of prey. I'm just gonna let him pound it. See, the other reason is maybe the Duras systems could have kept just keeping up with the modulation. That they were remodulating. Jordy was looking at the modulations too much. He actually looked at Star Trek, specifically best models. He will notice that Jordy remodulations were made the same concept. So that kind of says something, doesn't it? Either they couldn't remodulate the shields at all, which I consider the most likely option. It's the one that makes the most sense. They have no choice. Through no fault of their own,
Their sensor system has been disabled.
Jordan didn't.
Simulated enemy ship has been destroyed. That's it. We got him.
Red alert, shields up.
Now on to the tactics, because, well, obviously that's kind of necessary now. If the Enterprise stood and fought, stood its ground, it would have defeated the bird of prey in a matter of seconds. Well, even this kind of why don't we ask Captain Declan Keogh of the USS Odyssey how that ended? Oh, he's dead. And now that I've hammered, I think I've hammered home the point that standing and fighting would have just given the Duras sisters a clear line of sight at the deflector dish, and then exactly what happened to the Odyssey.
Simulated enemy ship has been destroyed.
That kind of puts
That's
a little
it.
more
We
perspective
got
on
him.
Riker's tactics. Hell, before he even ordered it, the helmsman was clearly turning the D to get the hell out of orbit. I believe one of Newton's laws of physics is something stays in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. Disruptor cannons and photon torpedoes impact a lot of force on something, and they were in the gravity well of a planet.
Red alert, shields up.
You don't want to fight in the gravity well of a planet. Unless, of course, you crack the So, standing and fighting is idiotic and killed. Because no clear line of sight of the deflector dish. And if you don't get out of orbit, you'll be pushed into the planet. I suppose that's that, isn't it? Nothing Riker did, he did wrong. He did everything right. But for the last 20 years,
Sir, we are draining their top shield.
going, stand and fight. It was the only option. His only option
Target's
was
hull has been
get the hell
breached.
out of orbit. Get some distance. And figure out
Simulated
what the hell's
enemy
going
ship
on.
has been destroyed. That's it. We got him.
Red alert, shields up.
Now, just to prove the point. Oh, look at that. Damage to my sensor array and shield. Proving my point.
The forward shield is draining.
And now we discuss the aftermath of the battle.
The top shield has failed.
The rest of the battle, specifically blowing up the bird of prey. If they wanted to cut costs and were looking for a good reason to, I'm not going to argue. However, let us be blunt. After the battle, people like to blame Troy for just crashing the D on the surface of Viridian 3. People are stupid.
Simulated enemy ship has been destroyed. That's it. We got him.
You wanna know why? Let's see. Let's actually play a clip of the movie, shall we? Oh, that's right. Helm control was offline. Troy had no choice. The D was gonna crash. And you people have been making fun of her for it. For something completely outside of her control. That is idiocy at best. They didn't even gain helm control back until the ship was halfway down to the atmosphere. The crash was unavoidable. In universe, it was because of a minor oversight. Geordi wasn't looking. Nobody bothered to check his visor. They couldn't remodulate their shields, or the Duras sisters kept up, either way. And finally, most damningly, the damage they took was just going to blow it up. And in universe, if you want to blame anyone for the destruction of the Enterprise D, blame Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Blame Voyager. Because contrary to popular belief, Paramount doesn't have a lot of space in its studios. And the D took up a lot of space. Fun fact. The saucer section of the bridge of the Enterprise D, its location on set is the same location as Voyager. So yeah, the D had to go, whether anybody likes it or not. Housecoat Gaming, signing off.